Remember a couple of weeks ago, Tucker Carlson featured an epic video in which he lent a Cybertruck to a friend of his in the middle of absolutely nowhere, rural United States, who had very positive things to say. Well, Tucker's a smart guy, and that's not the only piece of content he created while out in Maine, rural Maine, with a Tesla Cybertruck. Today, how does the Cybertruck handle a logging camp in rural Maine? Now, just keep in mind, in the earlier video, some of the responses to people, hey, what's it been like to drive the Cybertruck in this area? What have people said? There were people suggesting that the driver of the Cybertruck likes to fuck dudes just because he was in an electric vehicle. A business let him park there. Random people infuriated, telling them, don't park that piece of shit near my vehicle, and so on. A fairly hostile reception among people who hadn't actually used the product. However, those who used the product, overwhelmingly positive response. As I've been predicting since Cybertruck was unveiled back in 2019, it will take time. But what happens when people who previously have their preconceptions, no heterosexual man would ever drive an electric vehicle, they have no range, they spontaneously combust, that can't do real work. These preconceptions will be eroded over time as more people in rural United States actually have experience with a Cybertruck, or a friend, a neighbor, a family member, a colleague, a co-worker gets one, shows off what it can do, sings its praises. It will take time, but we're starting to see this unfold right now. What's the saying? Rome wasn't built in a day, and realistic perceptions of what Cybertruck actually is and can do are going to take time. But this is the beginning of the snowball effect.
Just how much open space there is in northern New England. Well, if you've got 1.5 million acres to mess around on. So we called Elon, can we borrow a Cybertruck, bring it up to Maine for a month or two, do a kind of rural review? And Elon said, okay. We're just going 104, probably a little too fast. And give it to Patrick Feeney, long-haul trucker, a carpenter, or fixed diesel engines in the first Gulf War, and just turn them loose with this thing. We're going up to meet the Irish family. It's a big logging company. I'm a little embarrassed.
Oh, I live my life in my pickup.
Would you be nervous about taking something like this into the woods?
I don't know that yet.
Oh, this is real.
Uh-oh, already done. They're gonna pull us out with a machine.
Yeah, I love it. To let the record reflect that we are stuck momentarily.
Leaving us out, and then
we'll hit it harder. This is awesome. All right, slow the fuck down a little bit. So
Holy shit, Patrick.
We're going 7.
Yeah. So, so the thing about the Cybertruck is it's a truck. It's not just a commute to Midtown vehicle. The promise of the Cybertruck is that it could replace a pickup truck, a work vehicle. So we're testing that. We're now on the main.
Spoiler alert, it can. Oh wait, I ruined the whole video, didn't I? Hang on. Pretend I didn't say that. Yeah, let's find out if the Cybertruck can in fact do actual work required of an actual work truck. The suspense is killing me.
New Hampshire border in western Maine, some of the steepest grades in the whole region. And we're going up to meet the Irish family from Rumford, Maine. It's a big logging company in the area. You hunt up here a lot. And now it's raining. How does this vehicle handle?
This thing handles great. It's the best handling vehicle I've ever. Smoothest ride.
Yeah, but this is, about as demanding a drive as you get on the East Coast of the United States. And it's handling really well. We're going 63, we're just, okay, settle down. I don't want to encourage Patrick to go faster. We're just going 104. I don't think of myself as a wuss. Probably a little too fast in this weather.
Wow. 104 miles an hour in wet weather? Jesus.
But the Cybertruck did it. I gotta ask, are you embarrassed to drive this around the community that you drive?
Yes. It's very embarrassing.
Is it really?
And there we have it. Why would that be? So many closed-minded people out in rural Maine. It's not a diss, it's just a fact. As I said, I wasn't joking when I talked about people suggesting that Patrick liked to fuck dudes because he was driving an electric vehicle. And by the way, I hate to be a spoiler here, but did you know that the same number of people that like to fuck dudes live in rural Maine as anywhere else? It's just they're also often embarrassed to say it out loud because of the closed minds. So Patrick's making a fair point. And this is my entire point. These perceptions will change, but it's going to take time. The Cybertruck, to begin with, in rural United States is up against it. But over time, the truth will win. And over time, the truth is going to be discovered that it's an incredibly compelling work truck that can do real work. And it's tougher than anything else on the market.
Really?
Well, not embarrassed. Like some people think it's cool, and sometimes like, oh, I don't want to see that guy. But all I have to do is when somebody has that attitude, is let them drive it, and it's a total game changer. It's unbelievable.
I've been to all 50 states, and I can say this is one of the prettiest places in the world. Oh, those guys are cutting wood. Look at that.
Those are big trees.
Gentlemen, I'm a little embarrassed. Do you guys have truck envy at all?
Hey, that was nice. First response, at least, that they edited in there. I like it.
Tucker Carlson. Nice to meet you.
Jason Iron.
Thank you. I see your name everywhere. Nice to meet you. Tell us the name of that machine that he's operating.
That's a forwarder.
Forwarder.
Forwarder, yeah. And he comes along and he picks up the different sorts. And every pile you see here is a different sort of wood.
That's pulpwood for paper.
Pulpwood for paper. Hardwood logs for all different, furniture making.
I don't think people understand just how much open space there is in northern New England. Well, if you've got 1.5 million acres to mess around on, what do you drive?
Drive this Ford Super Duty. But I put a lot of miles a day on, so you got to make sure that everything's reliable and going.
What do you look for in a truck, since it is the core of your life?
Room, for one thing.
Room.
Being able to tow stuff. I got fuel tank, toolboxes, and I need something that's going to be able to tow heavy loads also.
Room, you got the double cab too.
Yeah, the back seat is full of junk.
Is that
yeah, you don't want to open the door.
I gotta look. I gotta look. Oh, that's not bad.
Well, I live my life in my pickup, so.
Have you ever gotten this truck stuck?
Yes.
What? Many
times.
Okay, so that's your vehicle, the Ford 250 XLT Super Duty, and this is something very different.
Oh, very different.
When you see this, what do you think?
Innovation.
Would you drive this?
Yeah, if it came into a price point that a guy can make it worth. My biggest thing would be battery life.
Yep.
Because yesterday I put just under 400 miles on my pickup. Today I'm at like 280. So.
How?
Well, we got jobs in a lot of different locations, parts runs. Yeah.
You put 400.
Now, it's too early to call, but so far this guy seems to have a fairly open mind. He's also pointing out, though, that he drives a fuckload, making him a major outlier. I mean, these are crazy numbers. Hundreds of miles in a day? Exceptionally rare. But this market does exist. However, in fairness, it's not actually the market Cybertruck is targeting. Tesla's always looking to serve the 80%, maybe the 90%, and leave the other 10-20% to someone else. That's how you scale to the mass market.
100 miles on a truck in one day?
Yeah.
So would you be nervous about taking something like this into the woods?
I don't know that yet.
Like you roll up in this thing, what's the reception like?
There'd probably be some goofing because of the looks, but I don't know. I think if somebody looked it over and see some of the innovation in it, but Maine is still a hard place for EV vehicles, for people to get used to that.
Yeah.
Oh, they're acknowledging the point as well. I mean, the way he said this, Maine is still a hard place for electric vehicles, for people to acknowledge electric vehicles. I mean, the guy gets it. And I've got to give him more credit. He's got an incredibly open mind, and I actually think that he may, in fact, have some understanding of what the Cybertruck is capable of doing. I have a funny feeling he may have watched a little bit of content on this thing already. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. He's talking about innovation. Would he be concerned to take this out in the woods? Well, I don't know. You'll have to see. This is a good start.
What road are we going? The one we did the other?
No, we're going to go right there first. We're going to go see if we can make it into Charlie.
You probably ought to have these on.
Hey, I don't think it runs without it.
Okay.
All right, that's what I think. It won't go 114 without the seatbelt. It'll only go 105. All right. Might want to get it around. I've never done mud with this, so this is actually a first test, Tucker. I've not done mud yet.
Now, before we get any further, I'm no expert, but should they not have put some mud tyres on the Cybertruck? It's kind of like driving in the snow without chains. Is it just me? By the way, folks, this is what I am talking about. Actual mud tyres. Now, I don't want to jump the gun, like I said, but I'm just going to spoil it. Any vehicle at all driving in mud, especially with a lot of torque, without mud tyres, your wheels are just going to be spinning in circles. You're going to get stuck in the mud.
We have enough machinery to pull it out, I see.
Yeah, we do.
Let's try it.
Let's see what it does.
Might want to give us some when you get in. Oh, yeah. Oh, man, I thought we were going to get stuck for sure.
Oh, that was nothing.
That was nothing at all.
They sound very impressed. Thought they would get stuck for sure. They already know. Just doesn't have mud tires on. It's going to get stuck. But spoiler, they are definitely going to get stuck at some point. But hey, very impressed. I mean, expressions say it all.
Yeah, this thing's a beast.
Well, I'm impressed.
And
This thing's a fucking beast. Although that's not what he said, but I feel like that was what he's going to say. But we did hear this thing's a beast, and I'm impressed. So here we go. Early on already, preconceptions starting to change.
this is a snow machine trail. We made it. What do you think of that, Charles?
Take mine out there.
Yeah,
Take mine out there.
that's pretty impressive.
It's funny, everyone thinks of Maine as just like pine trees. This is what Maine actually looks like.
This is what Maine looks
It's swampy, it's wet, you know what I mean? It's
like. Mix of everything.
Yes. Can you tell us, for those who aren't familiar with the processor, that's a feller buncher that cuts down the trees and stacks them.
Yeah.
The processor does what?
The processor will take, he's gonna delimb these bundles right here as they sit.
Yep.
And they're gonna take, he's then gonna decide if it's a piece of pulp, if it's a piece of logs, what it is, and he's gonna cut it into.
Pulp goes to the paper mill, logs go to the sawmill.
Yep.
This thing just rolled over yesterday?
A Monday.
Monday. It's now Thursday. And that's the man who survived. Looking pretty happy. But the machine doesn't look damaged from rolling.
Doesn't hurt anything. No.
It could hurt him, though.
It could hurt him.
Dude, where are you going on Sunday morning? Do you know?
Sunday morning?
You're going to church. To thank God for being alive. Yeah. What's the fuel burn on these things?
We run about 4,000 gallons a week.
All right, I'm really begging, hoping that they're going to show a close-up of the Cybertruck's wheels. But see this shit here? Literal water. I guarantee you the tyres right now are completely slick, smooth, and all the texture is filled in with mud. Cybertruck spinning its wheels, coming soon.
Roughly between everything.
Can you imagine running all this on electric?
They're working on it. I don't know how you do it.
Holy shit, dude. Credit where it's due. This guy knows. I like a massive amount of credit. He knows. He understands. They are working on it. And it will happen. It will take time. It will take effort. This is wild. I'm impressed.
But yeah, they got some hybrids. That tree's no good, so it's gonna go in pulp. So he puts it over there in a different pile.
Tell me why that tree's no good.
It's dead.
Yeah.
They won't take a dead log. So what direction do we think we wanna?
I would veer to the right. I yanked that tree out of your way a little bit. But don't worry about it. There's a guy riding in the back.
All right, guaranteed this is where they get stuck. No vehicle without mud tyres just getting through here. Let me rewind a sec. They're driving through that, and the tyres are already caked in mud. GG.
There's a guy riding in the back.
Oh, this is real.
Already done.
And there we have it. Now look at the fucking tyres, bro. There's no tread left because it's full of mud. Absolutely inevitable. I mean, no vehicle, internal combustion engine, electric, Cybertruck or otherwise, is getting through here with these tyres looking like that. Not happening. Not possible.
Reverse him back out, maybe.
We're gonna have to hit it harder, but he's riding in the back.
All right, so let the record reflect that we are stuck momentarily. We're fiddling with the computer. Well, I'm not. Jason is, but anyway.
Now try back.
Let's try.
Big call here, but bro, I will be absolutely stunned. I mean, Tesla are amazing with software, but if they can get this shit out now with zero traction, my jaw will hit the floor. I think they're getting stuck.
All right, let's try. I wonder if sand would try anything.
Try extract. See what?
All right, we have.
Hold on. Maybe that goes up really high.
We've discovered the limit of the Cybertruck.
Oh, we're going higher.
Yeah, it went higher on extract.
Let's try backwards. I didn't hit it fast enough.
Ooh, you might make it now. Well, it feels good. Get it rocking back and forth if you can figure out how to do that.
I don't know if it will let me.
Well, it's a pretty good digging machine.
Yeah.
This is quite a test. I mean, I don't know any pickup or Jeep that would go through this. So.
And there you have it. This is quite a test. I don't know any pickup truck or Jeep that would be able to get out of this. As I said earlier, nothing's getting through. And I don't think the Cybertruck is either.
You don't? See, now you're defending the Cybertruck again. He has this love affair with the Cybertruck. It's like, no matter how the Cybertruck fucks.
Ah, that's hilarious. Some low-key trolling here. Tucker has correctly identified his friend who's had this thing for a couple of months now, is in love with the Cybertruck, a love affair, and I can understand why. I think Tucker's kind of trolling him like, bro, you're not allowed to be defensive of electric vehicles here, remember? If you like electric vehicles, you like to fuck men.
Fucks up, he's like, well, there's a good reason for that.
I'll take your truck through this.
See? Now he's truck. Well, your truck couldn't do this.
Why isn't it?
I think we're just plain old-fashioned stuck.
I think we're gonna have to hit it harder, but I don't want him in the back if we're gonna hit it harder.
Yep. Hey, Jake? Yep. You might want to get out because we're going to hit it hard.
Wow, we're gonna get pulled out first.
We're gonna get pulled out
We're gonna
first.
I'm glad we've
I mean, look, visually, there ain't no way. Ain't no way.
reached the limit. Now we know.
It's a little slime. No, we're just slimy.
Just slimy tires.
He get us out, and then we'll hit it harder. We probably won't make it through that. This thing is cool.
Yeah. You like it.
They're gonna pull us out with a machine.
Yeah, I love it. What machine?
The processor. Processor is gonna yaw us out.
Failure.
It's so great. I love it.
You ready?
Yep. You want to back up and get a more running start?
Yeah, because I don't know if he's gonna let me go here.
There you go.
Oh, it won't. I got it to the floor and it won't let me.
Just spinning.
Yeah. That's no fun.
Did it die again?
No,
No,
it's just spinning.
it's just spinning. It won't.
There's no traction.
No traction at all.
It doesn't like mud. That's the tires.
There we have it. That's the tyres. I mean, I called it earlier. He knows. I know. Obvious things are obvious. Hopefully this isn't the entirety of the video. I could have told you before it started. You go in there with inappropriate tyres and drive through slick mud like that, you're getting stuck no matter what you're in.
That's what you thought you'd be doing today?
No, it's so great. I love it.
This is awesome.
Quote, this is awesome. Feedback doesn't get much better than that.
So I think it's fair to say we've assembled a jury of men who operate large machines and have spent their lives doing so. We've spent a lot of time in the Cybertruck, and now the verdict.
The suspense is killing me. I totally can't tell what we're about to hear. They're certainly not going to be impressed, surprisingly so. They're certainly not going to acknowledge that it could do comparable work to their actual trucks, because it is an actual truck. They're probably not going to acknowledge that it'll be a hard sell in rural Maine to begin with. They're probably not going to say it's quite impressive. They're probably not going to say it's fun to drive and use. And they're probably not going to say that they could in fact see themselves using this in their work in the future.
I was impressed by how it went. As far as driving the woods roads themselves, it actually handles better than our trucks. In the mud, didn't do quite as well, but it was to be expected. But overall, I was very impressed.
Would you buy one?
I think I'd buy it more as a toy than a work truck at this point. 200 miles doesn't get you to work and back.
What did you think, Jason?
I love it. I'm in the same boat as Dean's at. I think that as a toy, it'd be awesome. It'd be so much fun. 200 to 300 miles doesn't get me around in a day.
So Patrick, I doubt it's even worth asking the question because you're so deeply in love with the vehicle that I found you petting it the other day and you defend it against all criticism.
This is so funny. The gentle ribbing. Obviously, Patrick loves it. Now, in fairness to the two guys there, they are the exceptions to the rule. They do need, call it about 500 miles of range. And this is specifically why Tesla offers, or will offer, the range extender in part of the bed. Because most consumers don't need 200, 300, 400 miles, 500 miles of range in a vehicle. But a few do. That's what the Super Duty trucks are for. The F250, 350. But that appears to be their only criticism in terms of, well, it can't do the work I need it to do because it doesn't have the range. Patrick, on the other hand, this is so fucking funny.
make excuses for it. It'll come home drunk and you'll just pretend it's not. but what do you think?
But as far as driving it, it's just fun. It's like hopping in your golf cart in Florida and pushing in the pedal and going. It's that simple to drive.
I have a golf cart that I use every weekend at my campground. I wish it had power like that. I wish you could do the things that does.
It's fun. It's a fun vehicle. I think if you were the carpenter that drove the $100,000 King Ranch Denali and liked that kind of thing, and you worked in town, that would suffice you just fine. You get to plug it in at night. You can easily drive 200 miles. You could probably drive close to 300 miles if you didn't drive like an idiot, like I do.
The only thing I don't know is I don't know how that handled the wintertime up here in Maine. 30 below, I don't know what that would do. But also, I don't know how my plow would fit on it. But.
Well, that's what he was saying.
The plow is essential for me. I got to have the plow.
Right.
Yeah.
So he's trying to convince Elon to let him keep it through the winter.
I want to rig up a plow on it somehow, have my welding guy fabricate some kind of plow. It's got those tow hooks on the front. We could probably rig something up.
So the Cybertruck's been here 4 weeks, and I'll just be totally blunt. I expected it to become a local laughingstock. I expected it to evoke hostility, if not violence, from the local population. And actually, everyone kind of likes a Cybertruck. I'm not just saying that because Elon lent it to us for free. That's for real. Patrick has fallen head over heels with the machine in a way that's unnatural and creepy.
This is so fucking funny, dude. And this is some high IQ commentary right there. He's really getting at the crux here. The preconceptions, the hostility towards electric vehicles, and yet Tucker acknowledging that people overwhelmingly actually really like them. Now, obviously, there's going to be a few haters, but this is a very important moment. Tucker has really saved the best till last.
But everyone else likes it too. Local kids like it. And so we thought we had to bring it logging because this is, a wood-based economy. And the loggers liked it too. So actually, the Cybertruck, like a lot of things in life, I started out wanting to hate it just on principle because it's electric and modern and it has weird lines and no continuous curves in it. The whole thing was just offensive to my aesthetic sense. But flying colors, absolutely flying colors.
And there we have it, folks. Tucker's transformation from wanting to hate it because it's electric, wanting to hate it because it looks weird, to loving the thing. This is the exact same tale that's going to play out for everybody who today has extremely negative perceptions about Cybertruck and or electric vehicles. But it will take time. Speaking of negative perceptions, I got a funny feeling if we read some of the comments on this video on X, and maybe even YouTube actually, we'll do a bit of both, we might hear from some of these closed-minded people who've yet to actually use one themselves, sharing their preconceptions, along with some people who have actually used one, countering some of that uncomfortableness. Let's see. All right, first to X, keeping in mind that the algorithm is probably going to be sorting these. Actually, you know what? I was going to say sorting them to my preferences, but let's sort by likes. Most liked one. Some random person, Liam Nissen. Nobody who needs a real truck is going to buy that ridiculous hunk of cyber shit. By the way, this is a great way to cope if you can't afford one. By the way, I'm just saying. Tristan Tate. Tucker Carlson doing car reviews might be my new favourite thing. By the way, how long until Tristan and or Andrew Tate import a Cybertruck of their own? Everything reminds me of it. I love this shit, by the way. A lot of heavy-duty pickup truck owners are purchasing Cybertrucks, and it's not looking back. It's awesome. Made in America trucks are the best in the world. The Cybertruck is trash. So many test videos show that it underperforms and is simply not great. This is how reviews should be done. I enjoyed watching this, Tucker. Two things. Any Jeep or heavy-duty truck would have made it through that section. I think they mean would not have. I mean, I can't be sure, but you'd have to be brain dead to think that they would have made it through. Having worked in the woods, the EV isn't the answer out there. Make trucks great again. Cybertruck is a spaceship, most made in America truck. So we're getting a big combination right. Love it or hate it. The Cybertruck sounds cool, but I'm still not buying an electric vehicle, ... Because if I do, people will know that I like to fuck men, even though that's not actually true. But again, the perception, I'm just being really clear. You drive an electric vehicle around in rural America, there's a lot of people going to be hurling homophobic slurs at you. I don't make the rules. I'm just telling you how it is. Best pickup I've used on the farm. Somebody showing a video of them actually using their Cybertruck to pull some farming machinery. Okay, so we've now read some X comments. Let's head over to YouTube, which I personally believe contains the bottom 0.1% of humanity. And there's other people there as well, but I just got a feeling with the YouTube review, comments are going to be even more vicious. All right, we will sort by top comments. Mudding requires mud tires. Huge difference. Oh, well, actually, great fucking comment. I'm going to like that one. I mean, I said it myself, right? Now, look, in fairness, they probably didn't have time. They had an hour or two to spare or whatever. So I get it. But it wasn't exactly a great test because any vehicle not in suitable tyres would not have made it through there. The best part of this video was, Jesus Christ, I'm going to have to censor this shit. Note to self, I don't want to get flagged for near titties on this video. The best part of this video was not the truck, it was the people. Regular, down-to-earth kind of guys without makeup, bright lights, a script or an agenda. No one concerned about looks or class or politics, just plain hardworking men who are the backbone of this great nation, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool story. Tucker's firing from Fox has catapulted his career. I love this. It's amazing how Tucker can roll into a logging camp, shake hands, and fit right in with the crew and not seem, well, where are the hater comments? Come on, I've got to keep going. Mr. Tucker, glad you put that to the test and very respectful to real Americans. Okay, people are saying great things about Tucker. Where are the haters, bro? More positive things about Tucker and here we go. Please put larger mud terrain tyres on it and conduct a mud test again. Bro, where are the haters? Being a New Hampshireite and living close to this area, I love this series. The backwoods people of New England just don't get enough attention. Okay, cool. Where the fuck are the haters? I don't want to edit any of this out so you guys can see I'm not doing any funny business here. But I'm really struggling to find... Guys, we're honest and gave it a fair test. So nice of Elon to do that as Millions Watch Tucker. Really fun. Hello. A quote here. Patrick has fallen head over heels in love with the machine in a way that is unnatural and creepy. Cracked me up too. I'm liking that as well. Bro, I haven't seen a single hater yet, have I? Doesn't matter how good your truck is if you don't have mud tyres, correct? Fun fact of life, everyone smiles when going mudding. Doesn't matter what's being driven. Tucker for president. Oh, Jesus. I'm going to have to censor that shit too. What the fuck is going on, YouTube? The tyres need to be replaced with better tyres than would move, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I still cannot find a single hater. Hang on. I'm just going to keep scrolling through these. Looking for haters. Still no haters. Street tyres don't work on mud. Not conclusive until a winter test. It's probably more fun than being a TV anchor. I still can't find a single hater comment. What the actual fuck is going on? What's happening? Where are they? The closest thing I've found so far. Without a box, this will never replace a real truck. An SUV maybe, but not a truck. You know, I think that's where I'm going to end this one. I was kind of expecting a lot of hater comments to be getting upvoted. That said, it was a couple of weeks ago that Tucker posted a video that opened a lot of minds and changed a lot of opinions on Cybertruck to his audience. So maybe a lot of those folks have had some second thoughts about Cybertruck. This is stunning. I mean, go do this yourselves, guys. Head to YouTube, click the video, sort by top comments, and hey, see for yourself. This is a very positive development. Want more content? Early access? Bunch of perks? Click the links in the pinned comment. AG1 is awesome. I've been taking it daily now for more than 3 years. It's a great way to fill in nutritional gaps. It's packed full of vitamins, minerals, and whole food source nutrients. Plus, it has prebiotics, probiotics, and adaptogens to improve gut health, regularity, and help your body handle stress. I'm always looking for an edge to help me feel and perform my best, which is why I haven't missed a day of AG1 for more than 3 years. And I haven't missed a daily video in more than 3 years. Must be a coincidence, right? Just try it and see how you feel. Click the link in the pinned comment or head to drinkag1.com/SMR and get yourself a free 1-year supply of vitamin D3 plus K2 and 5 travel packs. But don't take my word for it. This is what viewers of the channel had to say after trying AG1. I feel like I have a lot more energy since I started on AG1. By the way, viewer, that makes 2 of us. On to the next. Just got my AG1 in the mail. Legit feeling the effects after day 3. This viewer's been taking AG1 for 8 months and says, what an investment. Another. 3 months ago, I started AG1 and have been enjoying the evenness of alertness and energy that lasts the day. I just started the wife on it too. Are you convinced yet? I mean, hey, it's worth trying, right? Click the link in the pinned comment or head to drinkag1.com/SMR or I can keep going. Plenty more to come. This viewer, after about a month on AG1, definitely a lack of fatigue in the afternoon. Pleasant side effect is that my coffee intake has imploded and is almost down to 0. One more? Yeah, why not? I honestly feel younger and will be continuing to use AG1. This stuff really is crazy good. I didn't think it would be, but this stuff is awesome. It really is what everyone is saying. One more? Don't mind if I do. I've just received my 3rd month supply. I've drank it every day. I have so much energy throughout most of the day. I'm productive, started a new business, started socializing, refurbished a boat. It's no coincidence. Thank you for your persistence, your integrity, and your insights. Now look, these are not my words. These are not my testimonials. This is what you guys and girls are saying. Maybe it's 100% placebo effect. But even if that's the case, I think it's money well spent. Click the link in the pinned comment or head to drinkag1.com/SMR and get yourself a free 1-year supply of vitamin D3 plus K2 and 5 travel packs. If you're still skeptical, hey, I don't blame you. Everyone on the planet seems to be promoting AG1 now, but guess what? They weren't nearly 3 years ago when I had this to say privately to my Patreon audience before there was a relationship, when I was asked about what I was doing for my health, energy, and so on. Just sharing my genuine, honest thoughts about a product I'd recently discovered that was at the time called Athletic Greens, now AG1. If I could only recommend one supplement to take, Athletic Greens, and I'm not getting paid to say this, Athletic Greens is a fucking
game changer. I cannot believe how effective this is. No longer having a lack of energy in the afternoons. It's fucking amazing. There's only one thing to recommend, seriously. Try Athletic Greens. You won't go back.
So obviously, just like Elon Musk is a liar, a fraud, a con man, a scammer, a fake engineer, and Tesla's going bankrupt, you shouldn't trust that guy from about 3 years ago who, without any financial incentive, was promoting this product to his audience on Patreon when they were asking about health and what he's doing for supplements. Because obviously, there was some other reason he recommended that, obviously. Not sure what it was, but don't trust that guy. And all the testimonials, like my mental game has improved with AG1. I feel better than ever. I'm so impressed I've bought it for both my parents. I feel more focused and have better digestion. Incredible difference. No more afternoon fatigue. It's relieved gut issues. These are all just obviously fake testimonials from fake people. Right? Wrong. Just try it. Unless you hate yourself. If you hate yourself and you don't even want to risk possibly feeling better, this is not for you. But for everyone else, what's the worst that could happen? Try it for a month. See how you feel. It's a no-brainer. Just click the link in the pinned comment or head to drinkag1.com/SMR. You'll get a free 1-year supply of vitamin D3 and K2 plus 5 travel packs. And you'll take the colossal risk that maybe you might have a similar experience to some of the people whose testimonials we've read in this video.